What if I told you that fear and faith aren't as different as you might think they are? In fact, they have something very important in common. You. Most people think that the opposite of fear is faith, but it's not. Fear is asking you to believe in something that you cannot yet see. Just like faith, right? Except fear is focusing on something entirely different. Failure, rejection, embarrassment, catastrophe, all of the things that we think might happen. But none of those things have actually happened yet. Does that keep us from being afraid that they will? Well, no. None of those things have even happened yet. But does it keep us from believing them? No. We still believe it. This video is primarily about love versus fear, death versus life. You always have a choice. The power is always within you to choose, no matter what it is you're up against. And I know that kind of does simplify the grander scheme of all things. Just say, oh yeah, it's just between these two things and you'll have it all figured out. But when you think about it, that is the foundation of all of the decisions that we make, all of the way that we look at the world. I'm either going to look at it through the lens of fear or love. Or love, faith, My point with the love, my point with the fear and faith is that both of them are requiring you to believe in something that you cannot yet see. It's up to you to decide where you're going to put that energy of yours that we were talking about in past episodes. Every time we speak, the thing that I'm going to always drive home, likely, or at least the majority of the time that we interact, I'm going to try to make sure you remember who you are, okay? Before the world got a hold of you, before you got indoctrinated by propaganda, religion, your hometown, your family, your friends, your culture, whatever the case may be, anything that kind of made you drift away from yourself on some level. And then we wake up one day and we just don't even know who we are, or we wonder who we could have been had we not had to go through all of that trauma, right? How many of us think about that? I know I do. Because think about how many things we don't pursue because we're just afraid. How many dreams were never even fully seen or we never even let them begin because of fear. Opportunities that we've missed, creativity that's never been expressed, art that's never made because you're just afraid or you think that it won't be received well. Oh, and then we get to our authenticity. That's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother video. But I bring that up because we hold ourselves back out of fear. Again, you're always led by one of the two. If you were only led by love, why would you miss those opportunities? You wouldn't. You'd be driven with an open mind rather than limitations and restrictions that we give ourselves through our own fear. We keep ourselves locked up in a proverbial prison. And not only are we missing out on life, but other people are missing out on us when we do that. And we all go through it. Life's waves, baby. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're not feeling so confident. But always remember the choice is always yours. Fear or love. Life or death. There's the Bible verse. Proverbs, right? Life and death, or the power of life and death are in your tongue, or the power of the tongue, something to that extent. I'll look it up. And I got that verse. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Comes from the book of Proverbs. But no, I'm sure it's written all over the place. That's just what comes to mind. Expansion. That's where the love is. The open mind. That's where the love is. The equality, the unity. Are we getting somewhere? Yes. And let's not forget that our thoughts and our words create our entire reality. That's that power we were talking about within you. Words shape our attention, our expectations, our behaviors. For example, if every day I say nothing works out for me, then I'm going to continually, my brain is going to constantly scan to give me evidence that that's true. Well, the same goes for everything works out for me. All good, all the situations are for me. Life is happening for me, not to me. Then that's what your brain is going to start looking for evidence of. Or say, I can handle this. I can handle this situation. Then you're going to find evidence to prove that. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Ho ho. Gets all up in there too. Because with self-fulfilling prophecy, we often do become what we constantly rehearse, whether it's internal or external. And whatever we're rehearsing internal is going to come out into the external. That's how you're going to view yourself. That's how you're going to view the world and everybody else in it. It all starts with you. As cliche as that sounds, that's the truth. We often become what we repeatedly rehearse. Not always, but most of the time. So if your fear is rehearsing failure, rejection, betrayal, loss, then you may very well experience those things. Pretty nuts. But love is possibility, growth, experiences, connection. And how many things have we been afraid were going to happen that didn't? And often the things that do happen just completely blindside us, like things that we just really wouldn't even think about, you know? So it's pointless, really. If you're going to believe in something unseen, then why not believe that you can handle whatever comes next? Why? Because you're stronger than you think you are. And you absolutely have more power than you will ever know or comprehend while you are in this human form. We'll leave it at this. You've always got a choice between fear and love, death and life. Which will you choose? Until next time.